Now, a Texan tailgate burger is a burger that you would normally have after a football match in America or, you know, a baseball match.
3-hour games they play.
Zoe, I've got these free-range eggs. I'm going to get you to crack one of these into the bowl there and whisk it up. I've got some lovely chuck mince here. I'm going to add just a little bit of chilli sauce. And this is hot chilli sauce.
I do love hot food. So, look, I mean, I always know when there's lots of ingredients on the table that we've got something serious happening.
I've got a little bit of molasses here. Just a little bit, about a teaspoon of that.
B vitamins. There you
go. It is. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I love the peppery sort of taste and the tartness of the Worcestershire sauce. About a tablespoon of that. I've got probably 300 grams of mince here, so that's about what we're working with. Now I've got some smoked paprika. I'm going to put a teaspoon, probably 2 teaspoons in there. What's that? A tablespoon, whatever you want. Just half a little, half a widget. There we go. 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper just to give it a fiery hit. We're going to push it over the edge.
This is seriously going to push it over the edge. I need some yogurt already just thinking about this.
You won't need yogurt. I'll tell you what you can do is get the salt and pepper for me, Zoe, because just season it up. I've got some Dijon mustard, good pinch of salt, good pinch of pepper in there, white pepper or black pepper. And I've got some breadcrumbs here. These are fresh breadcrumbs. I'll pour the egg in there as well. Now, this is the bit that that I enjoy doing, where you just mash it up with your hands like this. And it's best to do it with your hands. I mean, make sure you wash your hands first. It's probably the most important thing.
That's a good idea. You know, Adrian, this is not dissimilar to a burger my dad used to make without as much of the spiciness in it.
And I mix it around. And it's nice if you're making this, maybe let it sit for half an hour or so before you do your burgers.
Interesting.
Now, you sort of squeeze it in half like this, and I'm just going to make probably 4. This will make 4 nice burgers. You could make really big ones if you want, but then you'd only ever have 1 burger. So, I mean, this way you could have 2 or 3 burgers. Now, that's a nice amount of mince. What I do is make it into a ball and just push it down a bit. Now, what I do is just lift it up with my with my little scraper like this. You can make it a perfect round if you want, just by shaping it. Then straight on my griddle pan. And you can see I haven't even used any oil with the griddle pan.
I was just about to say, good non-stick pan. I guess you probably don't need to, do you?
No, and there's a little bit of fat in the actual patty here. When we actually cook it, it'll render out.
That is definitely one of the things that, you know, when you are making burgers like this, you can't use the really lean meat because you actually need the fat in it.
You stole my line, Zoe. That is the absolute perfect thing to say. Now look at these, Zoe. I'll turn these over. The griddle pan's really hot, and because it's because I'm not using any oil in here, it's not smoking up either.
No,
so
not at all.
Coming up really well. Flip that over like that. Now what I'm going to do, as I flip them over, I get some of this lovely smoked cheese, and I put it on at this stage so the cheese warms up on top of it. There's nothing worse than cold cheese on a burger.
Nothing.
You've got to warm it up a little bit. So I'll pop this on here. Now what we'll do is we'll grab some of those other ingredients, the tomato, we'll bring it in. It'll take a couple more minutes for these to cook and warm up, and we'll have everything ready to put the burgers together. I'm so excited, Zoe. Look at that. The buns are nicely toasted. You just throw them on the griddle pan. They toast up beautifully.
Nice, like that.
Just put a couple of pieces of tomato on the bottom here. Now, whenever I put tomato on there, always a bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. You're loving this, aren't you?
I just love your enthusiasm. What can I say? It's fun to see, you know, you at work. It's fun to see you really excited about the food that you're going to eat.
I'm just drooling with doing this. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of tomato sauce on here. Now, Zoe, I've got some chips there, some lovely
Yes, I can see that.
chips.
Do you want me to
What
put them on the side?
No, I want you to put some in there for me. And they're lovely barbecue chips. They are my favourite. I'll put a little bit of coriander on there. Now, the jalapeno chilies and some barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Put them in the chips as well.
Interesting.
Drizzle that on top. There we go. Oh, I love this. Is my favourite part. And what I do is I put this right into the middle here like this, and I keep it in that lettuce cup to hold it all together. Pop that on top like that.
Yeah.
A skewer on either side because I'm going to cut this in half.
Okay.
Now what I'll do is cut this baby in half here. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, hear that crunch. Fantastic.
Adrian, that is, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's a serious burger. I don't even know how to get into it.
Well, I'll have a taste of it. That is so delicious. And Zoe, it's the right thing's happening. All the sauces are dripping down your arms, towards your elbow. You must roll your sleeves up when you eat one of these. I think it's a cracker.
You know what, Adrian? I love the patty base. For me, with all the sauces and everything, it's just too sweet. But I could easily take the patty and modify it slightly and make this a little bit more healthy.
Why would you even think about that?